Super Mario Brothers was announced, right? Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah. More like 4 years ago, but yes.
Oh, well, but not with Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt announcement was about 6 or 7 months ago now. Yeah.
Okay. See, you can see how well my old man brain works, because that was like, I'm going to be one of those people when I say the other day. I mean, like, when like Seth was 12,
like 3 years ago.
Yeah. It says, remember the other day when you were born? Yeah.
Remember like 3 Olympics ago when
I'm just gonna start measuring everything in moons. That will really age me. It's been a fortnight. All right,
it's been a fortnight.
Well, they announced Super Mario Brothers, and they announced Chris Pratt was going to play Mario, which okay. It was kind of received all right, but some people had weird things to say, and I'm sure there's the woke nation out there that's
he's not even Italian.
Right, shut the fuck up.
There's also not a plumber. Like, fuck off, dude.
Right, when does it end? Well, those people can sit and boast for a moment, because Super Mario Brothers movie pushed back until 2023. But why, Steve? I don't really know, but I did find this from Screen Rant. It says Nintendo, one of the official production companies on the film, has announced that Super Mario Brothers will release next year. It will debut in North America on April 7th before arriving in Japan on April 28th. Additionally, Deadline mentions Universal has moved Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, to Super Mario Brothers original December 23rd spot. That's from Screen Rant. Okay, well, is Puss in Boots good? Like, is that a good thing?
People like the first one quite a bit. I have only watched it once, and I was like 8, so I don't remember anything about it.
It was the greatest film I've ever seen.
I don't remember anything about it, but they've been working on this second one ever since the first one came out. Hold on, I'm gonna look up when did the first one come out.
It was a little bit ago.
2011. So 11 years now they've been working on this sequel.
Oh my
God, man, even James Cameron was ahead of the curve when it came out with coming out with your sequels, over a decade later.
It's going to be their version of Avatar.
Right.
That's how much weight it carries.
Avatar still took longer, but
yeah.
That's what I mean. James Cameron's still leading.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
He's a pioneer.
When you said leading, I thought you meant like he's going to release his first. I thought you meant it was taking less time. That was my
No. So, but why is this movie being pushed back? Listen, if I were to ask that question, or if I were asked that question, I don't have the answer to why exactly it's being pushed back, but I would definitely say it has something to do with this common obstacle that we've noticed with movie companies lately, and especially animated movie companies, is the pandemic really put things really behind. And now that we're coming out to the other side of that, a lot of these movies that were on hold are now being greenlit. Go. Well, there's only a certain amount of people who can work on these movies at a time. So oh, well, we have this movie and it's all CGI. So get our CGI people on this. What do you mean they're still working on Morbius? What do you mean they're still working on this? What do you mean Doctor Strange comes out next week? They're still working on effects because there's a limited amount of people. And I think that's probably why a lot of these delays are happening, especially with heavy animated films. Into the Spider-Verse being another prime example. It was supposed to come out this year, and it's been pushed back into 2023 as well. And I would theorize for the same reason. Seth, what do you think? Do you think that's what I'm saying is tangible, or do you have a completely different theory, or maybe you know something I don't?
Yeah, no, I think you're right, but at the same time, like usually now when a movie gets delayed, I don't really ask the question why, because I really don't care. Like, okay, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but maybe it'll be better now. Like, unless there's a reason that I should be worried about it, then I don't really care why a movie was delayed.
Yeah. Right, Morbius? Should be better now. Took you 2.5 years.
You had a longer time. You could have checked up. You could have double checked your work.
They did. and they decided to take a whole bunch of nonsensical shit out of it.
But unless I have a reason to be worried, then I don't really care why a movie gets delayed anymore. Usually, I'm kind of just like numb to it anyway now. Because like it used to be like, oh, when a movie gets delayed, you're just like, no, man, I didn't want that to get delayed. But now when a movie gets delayed, you're like, oh, okay.
I know a movie getting delayed.
Yeah,
a movie getting delayed is like, it's like the same feeling I have when gas prices jump like 50 cents in a day. You know, like it's like I used to hate it and I used to bitch about it, like say, oh my god, 50 cents, how can you do that? Oh my god, the world's coming to an end. Now I'm just kind of like, I hate you, but that's the way it is. So thanks for making me feel that way. Yeah, it's I don't know where that comparison came from, but it makes sense. Seth, I want to agree with you, and I think for the most part you do have a point, but I also think there is, and I will go back to Warner Brothers for this. You know, Warner Brothers, when they do delays or when they have done delays in the past or change things up, it doesn't really work out for them very well. And that's the thing that scares me when you hear that movies are being pushed back. Now, granted, I will say that animated movies are a little different because of the reason I just said. You have animators that there's a finite amount of them, and they're all being tapped into this, you know, into this industry that's chock full of CGI now. So if it was live action, I would be more concerned. The fact that it's animated, I'm not that concerned at all. Monty, when you hear about Super Mario Bros., I know your most anticipated movie of the year, but it's being pushed back.
I've been waiting for a sequel since the 90s.
Right? Oh, come on, John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo, who was also Italian.
There's a part in that movie, I just want to point it out. I know most people won't remember it, and it's good for you. But there's a part for that movie, and it's where Super Mario just kind of goes through a wall. And then he falls through the multiverse, the same as Doctor Strange does, and that still freaks me out a little bit. It is like exactly the same as when Doctor Strange gets like punched out of his body and everything. It's the same thing, just with 90s animation.
Listen, guys, I'm one of those people. Some reason I like Diamonds in the Rough. I don't mind the original Super Mario Brothers movie. It's one of those movies.
They had the same set as Blade Runner.
I could sit down and watch that movie, and like I kind of get the concept. I'm the same with Fantastic Four, the one that tried to go darker. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Yeah, studio involvement really fucked with it and made it not as good, but Josh Trank's vision, I could definitely see where he was going. But that's the same thing with Super Mario Brothers. It was heavily forced to change its route mid-production due to studio involvement. But Monty, are you concerned? Do you even give a shit about animated movies being pushed back, or even a movie in general? When you hear that a movie that you're really looking forward to gets pushed back, does that concern you about what is going on behind the scenes, or are you just more like disappointed?
I'm kind of like right in the middle of both of you. Like, I feel like it's a good thing sometimes. Like, oh, maybe they're gonna fix a couple things. Other times it's like reshoots, and not all the time is that good, But I have a little bit of a more positive attitude sometimes whenever production companies decide to, hey, okay, we need to work on a couple things. Oh, Chris Pratt's gonna be in like 3 movies this next year. We got to give him a little bit of time to get his Italian plumber voice ready.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is booked. Oh, he's got Jurassic World 5 and 6 he's working on. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That is a good point to stay positive and there could be a multitude of reasons, and studio involvement is not necessarily a bad thing. Imagine
not all the time.
Imagine all the movies that we've seen where studio involvement was a good thing, but we don't complain about it because it was a good thing. So we don't really we're not how many people do you go, man, this movie was wonderful?
What if
had to be studio involvement?
Making E.T. and Steven Spielberg was like, and then I was going to have E.T. before he takes off, put on the Indiana Jones hat. And they're like, okay, yeah, it's a good thing the studio stepped in. Steven's going a little bit wild, strange with power.
No, that's what would have happened if they let George Lucas direct an E.T. movie. That's
Jar Jar Binks comes out of the ship, and that's his gimp.
Oh boy, here we go.
You're in big trouble now.
Could you imagine Jar Jar Binks trying to talk with that red ball in his mouth?
Oh
so anyway, Aaron White says Bob Hoskins played Mario in the original 1993 movie. He isn't Italian either. Yes, he is.
But he had a mustache.
Mario.
No, that's my case.
Well, no, but he is. He is British, so that's close enough, right?
Yeah.
So
Mario has been played by an Italian once.
Was it the really horrible animated, or not the animated show, the live action show?
The half animated, half live action show.
Yeah.
That one. That was it.
That's a thing.
That is
Yeah,
a thing.
that
I
was
used to
a
have it
thing,
on
yeah.
DVD.
It's
hell?
terrifying. It's nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is a
Okay.
thing. You know what though? I'll say something about this movie. I might have said it when Chris Pratt was announced, but it's concerning to me. They've said he's not using his regular voice, so he's not just going to sound like Chris Pratt, but he's also not doing
This
the
is
Mario.
my voice.
But he's also not doing the Mario voice.
Oh,
Both of those are concerning to me. Like, because you hear he's not doing the Mario voice, so you just assume like, oh, he's just gonna walk in and talk like Chris Pratt, and then he's like, nope, he's not doing that either.
hello, I'm Mario.
Then what's he doing?
Why
He
you like me
sounds
to
like
mushrooms?
Bobcat. I don't know what I'm doing.
I just really like to be Mario, man. Yeah.
Mario.
I think this movie actually could be half decent though.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure-
the
I'm
first
sure it'll be
Sonic movie
fun.
was pretty good. I
The-
was pretty
the-
surprised about that.
The only reason I say that is because Nintendo has held out on making a movie for like 3 decades. So something about this one
It has
won
to
them
be
over.
good.
Something about this one convinced them to jump back into the movie world. Like there was something about this script that they were like, you know what? This is worth it. We're going to come out of our movie shadow that we've been in for 30 years and we're going to make a movie for the first time. Now, I guarantee you, if this movie sucks, they're never making another movie again.
30
They'll be like, see, I told you.
Did they,
He's going back inside now.
they also made the new Ninja Turtles movie, didn't they?
Nintendo?
Did they?
I was thinking Nickelodeon. God.
Oh, you're thinking
Okay.
of Nickelodeon? Yeah.
I was gonna say, holy shit, really?
No, I was thinking Nickelodeon in but in my
They
head
picked
when
Megan
I saw
Fox?
the Nickelodeon logo, it just said Nintendo in my brain.
Yeah, no, the
Everything's
last
fine. Everything's
the
fine.
last and only movie Nintendo has ever made was the Mario movie from the 90s. That's it. That is their track record at the moment. So
We don't want to make the
hopefully-
same mistake again. But let's do another Mario movie.
if this movie's good though, like if people like it and it like makes money, I guarantee you they're gonna greenlight like 6 movies. Like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, here's all of our
This
properties.
movie.
Take them. Here's all of our properties. Got a Donkey Kong movie, Legend of Zelda movie, and like Monty said, we're gonna build up to our end game, Super Smash Bros. Movie.
Right.
Bring in Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu
Sure.
because that happens.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot Ryan Reynolds played Pikachu.
I just can't wait for like the anthology of Donkey Kong, you know, like
Donkey Kong is in this movie. He's
Is
being
he?
played by Seth Rogen.
Exactly who I would imagine.
And there's already been some reports, nothing from like anyone major, but there's already been some reports that they're already working on a Donkey Kong spin-off.
Boom. See, I called
So,
it right
like-
here. Yep.
I called that back when the movie was announced, or when the cast was announced.
Can't we just say Film Trigger called it?
Nope, I called it.
All right. Well, that's good. Anyway, it was nice talking to you, Seth. So, he's gonna boot me off. I know it. You gonna be the better man? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, okay, Mario Brothers, they're done. See you later. See you in 2023. All right. So James Wan, who known horror.
That was beautiful.